All right, we're live. Robeson, thanks for joining me and Randy today. We're excited to be talking to you about your experiences with the Enhanced Protocol. You work as the memory coach at the Summit at Sunland Springs down in East Mesa, right?
That's correct.
And you've been doing it for quite a while, so it's exciting to visit with you about some of your experiences.
That's right. We've been doing it for over 2 years now.
Very cool. I know you've had amazing experiences. It's been fun to partner with you and kind of be along for the ride with all of it. And we find ourselves now in the midst of this COVID-19 crisis. And man, has that hit assisted living communities so hard. We chatted a little bit earlier before this call about the fact that some of your residents are just really struggling with all the social isolation precautions. And although you're able to admit new residents who really need that help right now, it's just an incredibly difficult time for people to be coming into a community. But because you guys are using the Enhanced Protocol, you have some really unique things that you have to offer people. And one of the tools that you use as part of the protocol is called the David Delight Pro. And that uses a technology and a technique called audio-visual entrainment. Randy was the genius who went out and learned about that and found out how helpful it could be. Randy, maybe you could tell those watching what audio-visual entrainment is.
Audiovisual entrainment is a technique that's been used in mental health for 50 years. But it kind of fell out of the mindset because we've grown into being a pharmaceutical nation and we treat mental health challenges with medication now and not other interventions. So really simply put, audiovisual entrainment is using a stimulus in the ears and a stimulus in the eyes to change the brain waves. And when we change those brain waves, we can take someone that might be feeling really down and distressed into feeling much more light and relaxed and pleasant. So it's just a really cool technology that doesn't require medicine, has virtually no side effect, that can lift and strengthen the mental health of individuals.
Awesome. So it's kind of like a pacemaker for the brain.
I love to use that
pulsing
term.
lights and pulsing sound and pulsing electrical stimulation to influence the brainwave patterns. And Robeson, how long have you been using audio-visual entrainment now with your residents?
We've been using it for about 1.5 years with some pretty amazing results. Especially, it's wonderful to have a way to reduce anxiety that doesn't involve pharmacology.
Yeah, for sure. There's such a push to try to not rely on antipsychotic medication because they have nasty, nasty side effects for people. And most of us don't want to have to take a pill if we don't need to, or have a loved one do that. I thought it would be fun to talk for just a minute or two about what you're doing in the midst of this COVID-19 pandemic, using audiovisual entrainment to really bless the lives of your residents who are struggling and to help them through this crisis, kind of from a mental health perspective. Do you mind sharing what you've been up to with that?
Absolutely. So a couple weeks ago, we had a resident whose spouse is in the late stages, passing away, which is difficult in any time. But in a time of social isolation, where you can't have the support structure of your family around, it's especially difficult. So I was trying to assist the spouse in bolstering their ability to cope with this tragedy. Using a non-pharmacological option because the resident was not open to that intervention, and it has helped this person cope with this event. Before they were spiraling, now they can make cogent decisions, and their anxiety is reduced drastically. To go back in time, we had another resident who was having anxiety episodes so severe that it required hospitalization. That combining a change in this resident's diet with the David Delight Pro. We were able to reduce these episodes of manic anxiety about 90%.
Oh my gosh, Robeson, that's amazing because, I'm a prescriber and I get telephone calls from nurses all the time that say, hey, so-and-so's not doing very good. Can I get some Ativan or some Xanax? And I go through this mental process of thinking, oh boy, if I give that medicine, what time of day are they going to give it? Is it going to make them tired and goof up their sleeping patterns? Are they going to have a fall? Are there all the potential side effects from a benzo? And yet this is something where, has there been any side effects? How long does it take to apply the treatment? What are the risks?
So provided you don't have a pacemaker or are prone to epileptic seizures, the risk factors are non-existent. As far as it takes as little as 15 minutes a day, and the benefits are tremendous. And it's very easy to do. Just all you got to do is put on the gear and sit for 15 minutes, taking nice deep breaths, and it works the vast majority of the time fantastically.
Robeson, you also said something that really intrigued me when you said using this technology combined with shifting in a diet changed a person from having this really aggressive anxiety and almost having to be hospitalized. What did you do to support someone from a diet standpoint in an assisted living center?
So this particular person, we drastically reduced their carbohydrate intake, up their healthy fats, and introduced a lot more greens into their diet.
Awesome. Congratulations. That's phenomenal.
And that's so non-standard. I mean, gosh, I've been in communities all over this country, and virtually every meal is a carb fest. And it's not that we would disparage carbohydrate as a macronutrient food group, but eating too many carbs just drives up insulin resistance. And there's a reason that Alzheimer's disease is nicknamed diabetes of the brain. So you really gave them the underlying foundation from a diet perspective to be able to thrive and let their body do what it needs to do. That's fairly unheard of in the industry. So you guys are really leading out, and it's really exciting to partner with you in offering the enhanced protocol. We're so thrilled with the results that you're getting, the good things that you're seeing, and man, you guys are changing lives down there. So thank you so much for taking time to get on today and to share some of your thoughts about audiovisual entrainment and all the good that you're doing. We're proud of you guys, and man, we're just rooting for you to continue getting through this crisis as successfully as you have been. We're really excited for all that you're doing. So thanks for taking time out of your busy day to talk to us today.
You bet. Great seeing you, Randy and Eric.
Hey, good luck. Keep it up, Robeson.
All right, we'll talk to you again soon.